All right, brims up. It will be Kramer for Minus getting to the quad ball, and he's just going to slow it down as both Terminus bludgers are there. Surveying the field. Working it right side to Obregon, right back to Kramer. Big beat on Van Buren by Bonadio. Kramer's going to drive, hit in the back, but gets the pass off. Now Cylinder Shark going to try to clean up. Obregon's pass across the middle is broken up, and Lee Hodge is going to be able to run the other way immediately. Caleb Van Buren is back, so he's going to slow it down.
Trees.
Be a tree zone look from the Monuments. Pass behind to Zach Thompson, the App State product. Big wrap from Kramer. Huge hit. Gets off to Goldberg, who's immediately beat. And Kramer's... No! Thompson managed to win the fight for the loose ball and gets the goal.
Through.
Unfortunate for the Monuments there.
There's some great defense by Kramer. It's the same defense we saw from him this last summer on the Washington Admirals. Unfortunately, the teammates were not able to clean it up, so Terminus still was able to get that goal there.
Now, Zach Thompson, I think, thought he was going to have more time to survey the field, and Kramer just came up and hit him, but then a really heads-up play by Thompson to get the loose ball after Kramer let go, and then drive it and score. Maggie Dotson handling the ball now. Bludger control still at Terminus. Zachariah dodges a beat. That should be control to the Monuments. Now Kramer's going to try to get to work. He's going to drive. Oh, he's blocked by Thompson. Great look there from the Monuments. Good beating, set up a lane to drive, but Zach Thompson makes a fantastic stop at the hoops. All right, so Oliver Hodge is going to bring it down the right side now. Met by Kramer. Trees look from the Monuments, so Kramer's going to toe that keeper zone line. To Hartman behind the hoops. He's going to rip a shot, but it's also a pass to Hodge. Hodge draws a beat, but throws it over Hartman's head. Thompson will be the first to the loose ball again. Ooh, rimmed out.
Yeah. We're seeing a lot of great hustle head-up plays by Terminus on their offense to try to keep that ball alive. Unfortunately, it didn't work out this time, but I'm loving what I'm seeing from them.
Yeah, twice in a row, Thompson's been the first to the loose ball and gotten two great looks. The second one just rims out, so the score is still 10-0, but great hustle. But the Lions do come up with a stop there. Kevin Florenon is in the game for the first time at Beater. Obregon working down the middle. Steph Curry in his mouth guard. Rips a shot. It's a little high, and Kramer can't pull it down, so that's going to sail out of bounds. It's still 1-0. But a nice composed look from the Monuments there. And they certainly won't go up any transition with a shot that goes that far behind the hoops, and they'll hold on to bludger control.
Yep.
I'm going to learn all the Virginia college.
Ball's in the hands of Hartman. Working on Kramer. Tries to drive. Busts through Kramer. Kramer gets him on the arm, though, and rips him down. Ball pops out to Oliver Hodge. Kramer's on him, too. Gets the pass off to Zach Thompson. Ramsey gets beat, and Thompson scores. 20-0.
Beautiful ball movement.
We're going to have a stoppage, I think, to discuss if that was a beat before. But I think Lee Hodge got that pass off clean right as the bludger hit him, got the pass to Thompson, who was posted up right behind the hoop and put it through. Great way to attack the tree zone is just post up behind like that.
Again, some really good things from Thompson on offense there. Just finding the right spots to be in order to make those plays happen.
Yeah, and for the Monuments, Justin Kramer makes two great tackles on that possession.
Amazing
but
tackles.
Terminus is able to, as they're getting hit, get the ball to a teammate and still ends up coming up with the goal. So whatever the call is going to be, Hannah Reese from Terminus has something to say about it. We'll see if head referee Peyton Burrow is swayed. I doubt it. All right, more discussion with the assistant referees here. The referee crew comes from Virginia Reunited for this game. The college team composed of James Madison University, West Virginia University, and Virginia Tech, as all three programs are a little light on numbers this year and have combined for the season. Definitely a lot of experienced players, a lot of good referees out there.
I'm right behind you, Kevin. I'm always watching, Kevin.
So if the goal stands, it'll be 20-0. The fans are very excited about the presence of Kevin Florimon for the Monuments.
Fan favorite.
just graduated from Virginia Tech this last year. Just coming off of Virginia Tech's finals run in last year's Mid-Atlantic Regionals, where they got second place.
Florimon, Slominski, and Kramer and Maloney, who hasn't come out, were all big parts of Virginia Tech's run to the finals at the last regional championship in Richmond, Virginia last year. Really the most impressive Virginia Tech performance ever in the regionals, and now looking to keep it going at the club level. So I believe the goal is going to stand. And the ball is going to turn over the monument. So the goal will stand, but monuments have 2 bludgers, and the third bludger is out of bounds. Oh, no, the goal's not going to be good. And Bonadio's in the box, it looks like. Okay, so it's going to be 1-0, and Bonadio's in the box. So the monuments, A, the goal isn't counted, and B, they should be able to run right away here.
It looks like Kramer's gearing up to make that run.
A lot of good tacklers back for Terminus. Kramer gets through one, and finishes the goal. Too easy, and a really nice beat from his teammates there to clear out Logan Hartman, and that was all the space Kramer needed. So it's tied at 1 goal now. 1 goal apiece, 10-10. Slyn Richard's going to have to run all the way behind the Monument Soups to get the 1 bludger back for Terminus. But her teammates are smartly going to slow down as she retrieves that. Gets it back to her teammate. That's Bonadio, and now Terminus will go to work with the score 10-10. Good showing for the Monuments early. Pass across to Madison Burns. Overlaps with Hartman. Now going to pass across Hartman, who's going to try to hit the space. Looking to shoot. Pump fakes about 8 times and manages to slot it through. I think that hit Allison Smiski in the hands and just went through anyways. Kramer's going to look to run again. Again, no bludgers back for Terminus. 1 beat made. Another beat made. Kramer shoots and scores. 2020. Instant answer. And great job again from the Monuments beaters to run the field with Kramer, tap out 2 of the Monuments defenders. So all he had to do was beat Oliver Hodge, who was so low to the hoops that Kramer was able to just shoot past him and score.
We got a couple of switch ups for Terminus coming out.
Yep, Coach Quincy Hildreth is subbed in. That's Ty Bird handling the quad ball. Still Bonadio and Richard in the beater game. Hockey. Yep, Mickey Harrelson handling the ball now, passes it off. Met by Kramer. Great pass behind him to Quincy Hildreth. He's going to go back across to Harrelson. It's just a little too high. Mickey Harrelson's going to get beat. Gabe Overgon's first loose ball. Ty Birdsby, too. This should be a free goal unless Richard can make a long beat, but she slips, and Monuments take the lead, 30-20. On the far side of the field, Kevin Florimon takes a bludger up on a deal, but there's going to be a stoppage. So Monuments have the lead 30-20, and it's all been fast breaks. All 3 of their goals have been fast breaks. So I think for Terminus, the key is just slow offense, work to get bludger control back, and if you're in a bad situation, just kind of throw the ball away, don't give up the transition. As we see Sean Maloney enter the game for the first time.
Another Virginia Tech product.
Another Virginia Tech product. Ty Bird's going to work it down. It's a 2-2 look now. Bird goes across to Hildreth.
Barely missing the head wrap.
Back to Ty Bird. Beater pressure to Hildreth. Space to attack now. Puts a spin on Maloney. Shoots, scores. Nice take from the veteran.
We're going to have a little stoppage here.
So 30-30 if that goal stands, and that was good patience from Terminus. Their beaters went to work, but Ty Bird's is getting a card for something, so I don't think the goal is going to stand. Oh, no, the goal is good. His foul was after the goal, so the goal is good, but Terminus will be down 1 player now, so Monuments will get to run 6-on-5 here. And bludger control stayed with the Monuments.
Terminus does have a bludger coming up on this defense.
Cody LeBeau in with his 1 bludger, so we'll see how aggressive Zach Gregorian and Kevin Florimon want to attack this.
Looks like the Monuments are looking to slow it up right now.
Maggie Dotson's going to get the quad ball. Kramer out. She'll be the primary ball handler in this line. Monuments giving her a lot of space. She's thinking shot. She passes to Kristen Coyley, who's met with a great hit from Mickey, and that's going to be the stop for Terminus. Great hit there
Quincy's
from Mickey
looking to
Harrelson.
run, pulls it back.
And Kristen Coyley in great position there, but not able to muscle through Mickey Harrelson, who comes up with a big stop on the hoops there.
Yep.
Good patience, I think, from Maggie Dotson there, who pump faked so many times that Terminus and us were thinking shot, and then slotted the pass right to Coyley. Unfortunate to not get the goal. A lot of discussion here between coaches and players and head refs and assistant refs. Don't know what for.
It doesn't look like anything's going to come from it.
Quad ball game looked pretty clean. Oh, we do have a yellow card coming.
Or at least a...
Yeah, that's a card on Cody LeBove. It looks like the beater for Terminus. So that should turn the quad ball back over to Monuments. And that puts Terminus down 2 players.
Bird
would really like to be able to finish here.
Bird should be coming out soon, though.
Yeah, we've got to be like at least 45 seconds into that penalty. Of the 60 seconds for the yellow.
That's going to be a bludger turnover.
Yeah, beater foul. Oh, the third bludger just gets placed at the hoops. I think they're going to discuss if the bludger penalty on LeBeau affected quad ball play and if the quad ball should also turn over. So Quincy Hill just speaking to the troops, pulling in Adeline Morris and Mickey Harrelson here, are both playing their first season with Terminus, giving them the lowdown on what the strategy is going to be here. Doing some good coaching as we wait for the referees to finish the discussion. Morris and Harrelson both very impressive for the Charlotte Aviators and MLQ this summer, so good pickups for Terminus.
Yes.
And some
All right, so
We're going to see what happens.
all right,
Oh,
so
we're just gonna
the
get
quad
into
ball
it.
is still going to be in Terminus' hands, but they're going to be down a beater and a chaser, so Monument should be looking for an aggressive press chance here, and that's exactly what they do. Hildreth is beat. Morris dodges the beat, but the pass is to no one in particular, so Maggie Dotson will be first to the loose ball. Really good hustle from Harrelson there, because that's going to stop the Monuments from picking up and running.
Yeah.
Eventually she's going to get beat, but that allowed Hannah Reese to go get the bludger, so that is a really heads-up play from Harrelson.
Is able to quickly get back on defense before the Monuments can even pass half.
Ty Bird is released now, so Terminus is back at full strength in the quad ball game, still down a beater. And Zach Gregorian's aggressively going to attack Reese and try to open something up for his chasers. No easy task to drive on Quincy Hildreth, though, so the pass to Maloney, who's going to get to the hoop and score, and Monuments are going to retake the lead 40-30.
Again, the Monuments beaters making it so easy for their chasers to get that goal, just tapping out the Terminus chaser on the hoop so that Sean can get that right through.
Yeah, and a nice pass from Obregon there, trying to take Hildreth on one-on-one, just found the teammate open for the easy goal. So ball's going to go over to Ty Bird off the pass from Harrelson now. LeBeau protecting him, trying to work left side. To Hildreth. A lot of space. Instead, he's going to go behind to Alan Morris, who taps it right back to a great beat, and that draws the beat out. So now Hildreth can work on no blunders. Oh! Hit hard and no call and not able to get the ball through the hoop. Okay, yes, we are going to have a call. I think Hildreth got hit in the neck there.
We do have an AR raised in his hand, so...
Yeah, I think that's going to be... No call, just the hoop getting fixed. So refs discussed, but no call. And so Monuments will have another chance to extend their lead here. They lead 40-30. They lost bludger control in that exchange, and Terminus is back at full strength. So we'll see if Terminus can kind of change the tide of this game with bludger control.
Yep.
Terminus also doing the hoop zone look, the trees look. Obregon gets it to Matt Reichley, who doesn't even think about driving and just goes right back to Obregon. Who goes for a long shot, and that's going to sail out of bounds. Might have been a pass to Kristen Coyley. Either way, too high, and that's going to sail
Just
out of
over
bounds.
the hoop, just over Coyley's hands.
This Terminus has a chance to run now.
And Bert's taking that chance.
LeBeau makes. If I were LeBeau, I would just. I think he actually helped that bludger get back to the monuments. But regardless, Tybird is going to streak in, get through one, and
Right
finish
through.
the job. So it works out for Terminus. They tie the score at 40-40. But that third bludger was behind Terminus hoops. If I'm LeBeau, I go in for short taps and make monuments run for that bludger instead of that aggressive
I'm just
throw
going to
that-
try to keep that
Mhm.
bludger.
But it works out. He does get one of the best tacklers on the field out for monuments, and then Tybird is able to do the rest and get the goal. Kramer's in the white headband now. 40-40 our score. Kramer always beat. And Zach Gregorian doesn't realize that he's playing the bludger game and says so Hildreth is going to get a coast-to-coast.
There we go.
And just a miscue there from the monuments. Kramer went for the block, didn't get it. Beaters weren't aware that they needed to turn around and play defense and made the play for control.
Got to make sure you're communicating with your teammates at all times so that that does not happen.
And the Beaters do come up with control. I don't think I would give up a free goal for control, but they end up pulling it off on that aspect at least. So with control, we'll see if they can tie it up.
And Kramer quickly subbing out and putting on the green headband, coming right back in.
I think Maloney had been out there for several minutes in a row. So, oh no, they're just going to
Maloney's
switch.
right
I think
back
they.
out.
All right, so they just like Kramer in the green headband then, which is fair enough. He's definitely the best point defender on the team for these compressed zone looks. Reichley's posting up on the hoop. Maloney back to Kramer. Kramer drives the lane. The shot is blocked again. Great hoops defense. I think. I
think LeBeau blocked that with
with
a
a bludger.
bludger.
And LeBeau's going to get right in and beat Van Buren. Draws the beat for Florida. So all three on the ground. Pass to Adeline Morris. Her shot is blocked by Maloney.
She comes up with it. Oh, she got beat though.
Kramer can run now. Only one to beat. Gets through Harrelson.
Oh!
It did not go through. He still has it though.
Keep going.
And he'll get the second time.
A great initial block from Hodge, but in the confusion, Kramer was able to just take that and put it through the other hoop. You
And-
gotta stay on your person after that.
And Monument still at the goal. Great play for Mickey Harrelson. Hodge was beat. Harrelson stopped Kramer for long enough that Hodge was able to recover and get that block right on the hoop, but Kramer didn't lose the ball and then eventually puts it through another hoop. So
Those few seconds made all the difference on that first block.
good defense, better offense. 50-50 now the score. Kramer towing the keeper's on line, so LeBeau can't beat him. LeBeau, I don't know if that's legal. Pass across to Thompson is not able to be hauled in, and Allison Slaminski, I think, kicked it out of bounds, so that should be Terminus inbound. I think inbound procedure wasn't correctly followed there. Anyways, Kramer was in the keeper zone, and LeBeau threw his bludger at Kramer's broom and knocked it out between his legs. Kramer's unable to get beat there, but I guess he's still susceptible to coming off broom. I've never seen a beater try that before. But unfortunately,
If it's legal, brilliant
yeah,
move. from
that's
LeBeau.
either illegal or just a 9,000 IQ play that no one's ever
Just-
thought to make before.
I'm not sure.
You gotta respect it.
That's why we're in the commentary box and not out there roughing them.
All right, so Thompson is going to get the inbounds now. Florent tries to break up the inbounds, but misses, and now his bludger goes sailing. So there's only... Okay, so now Van Buren is in. Beats LeBeau. Long pass over the hoops to no one. That's smart by Terminus just to reset. Hannah Reese is beat, but LeBeau should get to at least one of these bludgers.
Yeah.
Take away the transition attempt.
Smart from LeBeau to wait, and that's
to
going to
Reese.
give
And Reese
him...
should be able to win bludger control. She can beat Florent. She
There we
can.
go.
Great play for bludger control by Hannah and Cody there for Terminus.
Very smart for LeBeau to wait in order to claim immunity there.
It kind of baited the younger beater into that one. Kramer draws the beat, gets the pass off to Slaminski. She's going to go across to Maloney, who's going to look to drive and sinks the shot. We've got
Arms
stoppage for
wrapped
something.
up by Hodge, still able to get that ball out, a little underhanded into the hoop.
And some discussion.
Probably about the contact there.
I thought it was clean unless there was something
I also
missed.
thought that was clean, but again,
And they shouldn't have to exchange headbands either way because the goal should be good, right? Unless they're saying the goal wasn't good, but that looked, the goal ref said in and it looked clean from our angle.
No, Hawk.
no good. Behind the back contact. No good. So yeah, they
Goal is
should.
good, so I don't think they need to swap the headbands, but that's okay. Neither here nor there. The goal is good. Hodge won't serve any time in the penalty box, and Monuments will reclaim the lead 60-50. Great showing from the Monuments so far.
Show me the sign, and I like.
Oh no!
Hodge is going to get it over to Thompson, who's beat, but Hodge going to be first to the loose ball off the missed shot. He's got space, floats it over to Harrelson. Harrelson sinks it. Great over the top lob there. And good patience from Harrelson to not get flustered by the closeout and just sink the shot. Really
Great
nice.
hustle from Hodge to get to the loose ball from Thompson, and a great look over to Harrelson.
So what we've seen a couple times now as the score 60-60 is Monuments have really dominated bludger control in this game, but their beaters are so focused on Terminus's beaters that it's creating brief no bludger situations that Terminus is succeeding in scoring on, and after giving up a couple of fast breaks early, they've been better about at least relaying the one bludger back to not give up the transition. We'll see if they can keep that up. Flormont beat by LeBeau. Obregon dodges the beat though, gets the pass to Slominski. Her shot is blocked by Hodge and pulled down by Thompson. And that's a nice stop from Terminus.
Gonna have to pull it up a little bit because Monuments again has bludger control. We've got a couple of switch ups for Terminus
Turns
as
up the whole
well.
line here. I believe Quincy Hildreth is beating now. If I'm reading that headband, I think it has a hint of red in it, but it looks mostly black, so I think he's beating now. We'll see if that changes things up for Terminus. Logan Hartman with the ball now. Finds Hodge. Hodge is beat, but gets it to Madison Burns, who's going to just drive in. Oh, can't sink the floater through. Good defense from Obregon there.
A good look from Burns. If it had gone up just a little bit more, I believe that would have gone in.
Height on it, but Obregon manages to get his hands on it. Really good defense. And good composure from the Monuments. I think if he'd closed out harder to her, she might have been able to sidestep and shoot, but he just stayed right on the hoops and forced her to actually try to get it past his hands and not able to do so. Dodson handling the ball now. Space to work. Slominski's going to get it across to Kramer. Kramer's pass is ripped up, but Kramer's going to be the first to it. Grabbed by Hartman. I think that's hands up. I think that's going to be from behind.
I believe so.
So Kramer wins the rush to the loose ball and then draws the contact foul from Hartman. And then with where the bludgers are, if this call is what we think it is and it's Kramer's with the quad ball there, he should have a pretty free lane to score because Hartman will probably be in the box.
Yep. Thompson is on the hoop, so maybe Thompson can do something.
I think Kramer can either get to the hoop. If Thompson just plays the hoop, Kramer can find the pass to Dodson.
Right there.
If Thompson is worried about the pass, Kramer should be able to get him and dunk. So Monuments should come up with a goal.
No. You can't. Most people they don't practice on the catch it.
We're just trying to situate all of the players here, and that is going to be Hartman in the box.
So,
all right, so Hartman on the box. The card problems continue for Terminus.
Kramer's with the quad ball.
Right to the hoop. Thompson can try to meet him, but then the pass to either Slominski or Dodson will be open.
Kramer's got every teammate in the world open for
Yes, that's not.
Oh! Kramer did the one thing he couldn't have done there. He had two passing options, went for the dunk, and Thompson blocked him for the hoops. Kramer does manage to come up with the loose ball, so we'll see if he can rectify the mistake. Oh, Obregon draws the pass, but picks up the score. So Monuments end up with the goal way harder than it should have been, but they do score and take the lead 70-60. Great defense from Zach Thompson on the hoops there.
Great defense from Thompson, and it was unfortunate because when they eventually did get that goal, Hodge was right by the hoop, but Hodge is no longer in the green headband, could not stick his hands through the hoop.
Thompson wants to find the pass to Hartman, who zings the shot through. No good. And it rolled over the keeper's own line.
We're going to...
So that That is
We're gonna
not
call that
correct.
reset
If it goes
use.
over the keeper's own line, that should be Monument's ball. That is an incorrect.
Just a note
call.
for the viewers at
for the
home.
fans at home, that should be Monument's ball. Over the midline is the reset. Over the keeper's own line is turnover.
Kramer knew it too. He was pointing at it, but as a ref, you can't let the player sway you.
Monuments will play on. See if they can get the stop. They have forced Terminus to burn the reset.
Terminus does have bludger control now.
Burns to Hodge. Hodge to Burns. Burns to Thompson. Thompson's thinking shot, but hits Obregon in the hands. Hartman is beat.
Able to save it, but not able to get it to a teammate. And he's going to be on the ground for just a moment. He's okay. He's hopping off, though.
Obregon tipped that at the hoops. Hartman should have let it roll out of bounds, and then he would have got beat, but someone else from his team would have been able to inbound it. And it looks like he's hobbling on his ankle a little bit. Back to a normal gait now, so it looks like he's okay, but should have just let that one roll out of bounds. Someone else on Terminus would have got the inbound there.
Yeah, and Hartman's going to take that quick sub. Hopefully everything's okay.
Hopefully just a stinger. Bird's in now. Pass to Slominski from Dodson. Thompson stepping out. Hildreth having fun out there. Slominski across to Obregon, who zings a shot there. Nice pass in from Dodson to Slominski to Obregon.
Another stoppage here.
And Quincy Hildreth making some good beats out there. Unfortunately, falling a little bit into the chaser playing beater trap of focusing only on the other team's beaters. And as a result, the Monuments come up with the goal. So 80-60, the Monuments lead now.
Wait. Oh no, that's no.
We do have quite a bit of discussion between the Monuments teammates right now, just trying to figure out how they can keep this going.
I have no idea what the refs are discussing.
I'm going to be 100%
It's got to be
honest.
something pleasure related.
I am also not sure. It doesn't seem like it's going to be anything that affects the goal or play too much. The reprieve from the ref discussion might be good for both teams, though, who brought a shorter roster.
Yeah, only 10 players.
Yeah, Terminus does usually have a bigger roster. This is Monument's full roster.
With a couple injuries.
With a couple injuries, yeah. I believe 2 injuries.
So Monuments have 10 players here today, missing a couple due to injury. Terminus has 14. Usually there's a
full 21.
Closer to full 21, sometimes 18 or 19, but usually more than this. But, you know, it's the weekend before Thanksgiving. So 80-60, still the score. The goal is good. I think they just had Quincy Hildreth's bludger turned over to the Monuments. No penalty, just a bludger turnover. So the score will stay 80-60. And there will be no fouls.
The ref is calling everyone to remount, and we're back in it.
And we've got to be getting relatively close to the 20-minute mark. I'm not sure. We don't have a timer, but we're getting pretty deep into the game here.
Whether it's for the actual gameplay or whether it feels longer from the stoppages is unsure to me.
Tyburn looking to drive.
Wrapped up by Kramer.
Kramer with a great wrap, and Monuments are going to come up with the ball. Great defense from Kramer, who's been the keystone to this Monuments defense. The ball handlers for Terminus having trouble getting around him. And now another chance to run. Hildreth is going to relay his bludger back to Celine Richard. She can't pick it up because Tyburn got in the way. And eventually, Maggie Dotson is found from Justin Kramer. That makes it 90-60. And Monuments have built up a 3-goal lead here.
Yeah.
Largest lead of the game for either team.
We've got Hildreth subbing out for LeBeau.
LeBeau and Richard definitely the best beater pair Terminus has available today. Tony Bonadio very good as well.
Yeah.
LeBeau and Richard played together for a long time.
Played together this last summer on the Aviators.
Well, Richard played with everyone this summer because she didn't have as many subs as the male beaters did.
Yeah.
Thompson's going to go to Hodge. Kramer just working back and forth between them. No one's taking the space, so it's a very patient look here, I think. Trying to get the beaters to do something. Leboeuf beats a chaser on the hoops, just trying to...
Oh, and Bird.
Bird fell off room, so a totally unforced error, and Monuments get the stop.
That's just an unfortunate move from Bird, but
Kramer looking to work now.
Burns meets Kramer above the midline in order to stop any sort of transition there.
Van Buren and Florimont with bludger control. Kramer's got a lot of space here.
Right into Hodges'
Hodges
hands.
blocked out by Hodges, but it bounces right back, so Kramer will pick it up. We've seen good handsy defense from Terminus in this zone.
Yep.
But the Monuments are winning the rushes to all these loose balls. Now some space for Kramer. Kristen Coyle is wide open. Kramer finds her. Good read from Justin Kramer. He got every Terminus player to look at the hoop he pump faked at and then just slunk the pass in there. Really nice and a great cut from Coyle.
And that's going to be a timeout from Terminus.
And it's a simple offense one that works. You can hear Van Buren, the head coach, yelling at every possession, swing, swing, swing. They're just trying to move the ball in a square clockwise around the zone and find something that opens up. And then, you know, they've gotten a lot of goals in transition too, which if you're a team that is working on chemistry, working on building your half-court offense, if you can get those transition goals that are far easier to come by, that's huge. And the defense from Monument's really impressive. This hoop zone is giving Terminus a lot of problems because Kramer's so hard to get by and because Obregon has knocked down some shots out of the hoops. And we've seen Slominski with a couple stops on the hoops as well, like good patience posting up at the hoops. People have thrown it right into her hands. Really, really good stuff.
It can be tempting to come off that hoop in order to hit the person, but yeah, no, the patience on their defense
that extra
is great.
second you force the other team to take by just standing there with their hands up. Monument speeders are getting in and making the beats. So we'll see if Terminus came up with a new plan in that timeout. We've got Thompson, Hodge, Ty Bird, and Burns in. 4 players who all are comfortable with the ball in hand. A lot of options to work with here. We'll see if they can get a better passing sequence going.
Yeah, we still got Richard and Leboeuf in the beater game for them as well. It looks like Terminus is now trying to make that ball movement happen that we were seeing from the Monuments earlier.
We need to see them actually put some pressure. You have to force the Monuments beaters to actually step out and respect the quad ball game, and that'll enable your beaters to win control back, but they don't have to do anything right now because these passes are long, they're lobbed. There we go. Now we're going to step out to Bird, but there's no beater there to take advantage of it. Hodge will go to Burns. Leboeuf makes a beat on a chaser. Just going to put his fist up, keep being slow. Now a chance to pressure Florimont. Hodge goes all the way across to Thompson. No, smart passing. This is much better patience from Terminus.
Yes.
And at this point, they're just trying to wait for the Monty to make a mistake. Thompson.
Right over. Oh! And right through.
Pump face, gets Kramer to bite, gets on the inside, draws the beat, but gets the shot off first and zips it through. You can shoot out in hoop zone. It's just harder. But there was an opening there, and Thompson found it. So that'll make the score 100-70.
Yeah, whatever they taught. Oh, and a great block from Richard. And Terminus
Richard one control back, really nice. The scoreboard should change. It should be 100-70. Scoreboard. I got it. 100-70 now. This will be the last possession. We're at the 20-minute mark. And Monuments, I think, are going to want to win bludger control back here. They've been so efficient with it, and they'd love to have it for the Seeker game. Gregorian is beat.
Oh, what a great hit by Bird.
And that should be the stop. So that's the stoppage, but when we resume, Lee Hodge is going to have room to run, and Terminus, I think, is going to manage to have one bludger control. Florimont, I think, has it off of Burns, but Leboeuf is right there.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, Terminus will be able to run and maybe close the gap.
Again, Gregorian's back there with a bludger, but as long as Hodge's teammates run,
Hodge
which it looks like they're about to
run through Coyle and Slominski and go for a shot. We'll have to see how he chooses to play this.
Yeah.
Hodge does trust the shot. Has a couple of game winners to his name in MLQ. Gregorian's going to set up to meet. Long shot.
And
hits
just
the top
over.
Of the rim and just over. So well played by Monuments. Gregorian closes it out.
Yeah.
And bludger control should end up in the hands of Monuments because Florimont, in the meantime, won the race with Richard. So it's Bonadio versus Obregon. Bonadio's going to have the first crack at it, but Gregorian right on him.
Leboeuf coming in on Gregorian, though. It looks like he's going to pull it up.
The snitch is looking like a runner. He's going to get back from behind. That is very unfortunate for Monuments. A big break for Terminus. An inexperienced snitch makes an error there.
It's hard. It's hard there because we do have a college snitch, and with the younger players,
Just lost track of Bonadio there.
It's just hard to keep
Snitch ref was
track.
trying to tell him to keep between the lines, and while he was listening, Bonadio just ran up and caught for that. So really has a play for Bonadio. That makes it a tie game, 105
That
to
is a
100.
tie game.
So now it's just 1st to 6. Now we're playing pickup quad ball now.
We're gonna ease you into this long end game though, folks. That is why we are here.
So 105 to 100. Terminus technically leads. It's basically tied because either team would need 6 goals to reach the score cap.
Yeah.
Oregon's going to quickly come right back in as a chase, so that's a whistle for the other field. This beat, Maloney's going to try to put his head down and drive now. Breaks a I think that might have been a pass, but it hit through him and dipped in. Works either way. And
either way.
Monument's back. Here comes Tommy either way. A lot of beers in. He's going to go for a shot. And I think that's too aggressive.
Yeah.
There was players. It wasn't even. There's a long shot, and it wasn't even like a shot on a wide open hoop for Monument's players back on the
teammates
hoops.
there for possible ball movement. It's just unfortunate that
Gregorian really aggressively beats a chaser, and then
Richard beat.
So a ton of time for a no bludgers look here. Oh, Maloney pushes the shot high. Didn't want to try to go through Lee Hodge. Understandable.
Understandable. That was great pressure from Hodge. Hodge is running.
And it's a transition opportunity for Terminus now. Hodge is going to break. No, Reichley with a big hit.
Good
Hodge gets it out to Burns.
From Burns.
Burns breaks Oregon side. Gets it to Hodge after drawing the beat. This time he's through. And Hodge with a poster dunk that time. So really good play between Hodge and Burns there.
That was great communication from Burns, yelling at Hodge so that she was there with them.
Yeah, that was really nice. Reichley made a great wrap on Hodge initially.
That is going to be a stop.
So the score is now 115 to 110, and Monuments are going to use their timeout. So now it's 1st to 5.
We're seeing still some pretty good patience, aside from a couple of ill-advised shots from Terminus. Great patience from Monuments as well. These kinds of games, especially when they're close and it's not exactly the result you're hoping for, it can be kind of nerve-wracking, and you can that's when you start to rush. You start to rush. Your mental state starts to take a hit. But I'm not seeing that too much from the games.
We saw those. The Hodge shot, I think that's in his wheelhouse. He's going to take that every time.
That is fine. I don't hate that
was
shot.
Too aggressive, but we saw much better composure on the last possession between Hodge and Burns to get a nice goal. And so, 1st to 5 now. That whichever team can be more composed here is probably going to be the one to come out on top here as we get deep into this very tightly contested game.
We're going to have control with Terminus.
So Caleb Van Buren back in the game. It's Van Buren and Gregorian at beater. Obregon, Maloney, Dodson, and Reichley. I think right now Monuments are just trying to buy a few minutes for Justin Kramer to start playing. What a beat from Richard!
A great dodge.
That's going to be a free goal.
Amazing.
And I was just going to say, Monuments has to be able to survive these couple of minutes that Kramer's resting. And immediately, Shlyn Richard blocks a beat. Maloney doesn't know what's happening, and she beats him. Lee Hodge picks up, runs the length of the field. That is a free goal for Terminus.
A play.
It's not something you want to give up in a tight game like this.
Got Thompson taking the sub for Bird.
So 125 to 110 now. Van Buren misses. Pass gets to Maloney. Hodge with a big wrap. Maloney floats it, but Ty Bird is going to come down there. Now Ty Bird's going to run. Gregorian gets one bludger back. That, I think, was actually guarding by Gregorian, but it's not going to get called. Burns gets it to Adeline Morris. She's beat and kicks it right to Obregon's hands. Matched by Hodge.
Great tackle by Hodge.
Hands are there, though. Maloney should be running right now.
He's not going to run, though. He's going to take that.
So Charlotte said in the back and win bludger control. Another missed opportunity for Monuments there. Gregorian Mason, Richard is still just locked up. Monument should have been running this whole time.
Help back out! Help back out!
Oh, good dodge! These beaters.
That was an insane situation where the beaters were just looking at each other, and then the chasers were just kind of standing there, and eventually a bad pass got thrown. Now Terminus is going to run. What an insane sequence.
My gosh.
The result is Terminus with bludger control eventually.
The chaos created by the beaters on that offense, and Terminus is still able to maintain control. Richard did take a hit there. She's going to sub out, and Reese is going to come in.
Ty Bird looking for space to attack. Finds Hodge over the top. Hodge's shot misses, and so does the beat. Hodge is going to be first to it, and now it's a no bludgers. Bird should cut in here. Shakes the tackle. Big poster dunk. A Lee Hodge classic on that one.
And now we're seeing the hustle from Terminus. We were seeing it from Monuments earlier, especially with Kramer, but Hodge has put that shot right into the hands of Dodson, but came up with it not seconds later.
Both teams have obviously, this is, unsurprising, but looked a lot stronger with bludger control, and Terminus winning it back has really got their offense clicking here. They now lead 135 to 110. They need just 3 goals to pull it out.
We do have Kramer back in, which is monumental for the Monuments.
Finds Maloney.
Oh, and it's right under the
Goes
hoop.
for the backdoor cut, but can't quite sink the shot. He was guarded by Hodge and a closeout coming from Bird, so it's not able to find the window. That's a good look.
Yeah.
You just like the cut to be even tighter to the hoop, so there's less. So the shot is even shorter.
Yeah. No, we've got Bird bringing up the quad ball.
There was a long way to go for that one.
So 135 to 110. Monuments dominated the first 20 minutes, but are in danger of seeing it slip away now.
We have Reese and Floridon playing rock, paper, scissors for possible bludger control.
Hildreth is beat by Floridon. Bird is beat, but gets it to Hodge, who's going to score again. It's been the Lee Hodge show since the 20-minute mark. Set up from some great passing from Bird there. And so that makes it 145 to 110.
Now, Hodge, I feel like, has pretty much always been a staple player for the Terminus ever since
the outset,
joining.
yep.
And we're really seeing why here.
Yeah, honestly.
Monuments need a goal here to stop the bleeding. Good beat from Van Buren. Reese is also beat. Kramer has space, finds Coyley, who pump fakes Ty Bird and somehow manages to float a shot through. Really nice finish. Good composure there with the pump fake. So now it's 145 to 120. Huge goal for the Monuments there, and they have bludger control. We'll see if they can string some stops together now. Terminus needs just 2 goals to finish it. Monuments needs 4 to get the win. Kramer's not in the green headband, so the integrity of the zone is a little compromised as Ty Bird's able to get by Maloney. Blocks a beat, but eventually is beat, and Maloney's going to be the first to lose ball, and they can run. They can run now.
And Kramer's running.
hands. Good enough to beat Hodge.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my.
Finds Dodson. Her shot is blocked by Bird.
That was an amazing hit from Hodge.
And you saw a couple times earlier, Kramer was able to win because he went for the shot. You see why he went for the shot instead of getting all the way to the rim when going up against Lee Hodge, who just levels him on that one. What a stop.
2 heavy hitters going up against each other is
Momentum swings in a place like that.
hurtful for them, but amazing for us.
Bludger control still at the Monuments. We'll see if Terminus can score on it. 145 to 120. Florimond is beat. A lot of Thompson trying to work around Kramer. Finds Hartman, who finds it through. So now Terminus is 1 goal away. Monument should be able to run here. Hunter races behind the play. Tries to relay the bludger. Kramer goes ahead to Dodson. She goes high, and Hodge breaks it up.
By Hodge, but it's going to go right into the hands of Kramer.
Who beat? Here comes Zach Dodson.
Oh, my goodness. Folks, that block from Thompson, very clutch.
Well, it's clutch because even though Kramer wins the rush to loose ball, that gave the beaters for Terminus just enough time to get back in, and I think they got Kramer in the ankle there. And Caleb Van Buren doesn't have a bludger. Kevin Florimond does. So Zach Thompson can run in and go for a long shot again, or he can slow it down. His team should end up with bludger control.
Hodge is going to be right there running with him. You got to pull that beater toward you and just get it over to Hodge, or if that beater is not committing, take it to the rim. And it looks like that's what they're going to do.
Sees Hodge, floats it across. Hodge scores it. Terminus wins. They survived a bit of a scare early. They were down 100 to 70 at the 20-minute mark, but they get the catch and rally hard to win 165 to 120.
It was not an easy game from Terminus, despite what that last few minutes looked like. They were doing incredible. They found their composure. I'm happy for them, and I'm happy for the Monuments for the fight that they just put up.
Yeah, really impressive first game for both teams, and they'll both be playing DCQC later on in pool play and then moving on to brackets. Stay with us.